Hey guys, so today we are doing some simulator battles. We ran into Kerbal Pirates here, and we're just gonna go right into it. Yeah, so it's gonna be Green Uta, the deck profile that I just posted, against a EB01 red purple law. Very popular currently in EB01. So yeah, let's get right into it. Looks like we're starting off right into turn 3. I was trying to start everything up, but the matchup popped pretty quickly, so here we are. We did do a few matches, so let's see what's going on. So at this point, I did build a bit of a board already using a brook into an Usopp. Try and get that board count up. Looks like the red purple law played the 5-kid blocker there. Yep, it should be a blocker. But yeah, let's head into this and see what we're doing here. Currently, it's still our opponent's turn, and he plays a Beppo. I'm actually not too familiar with red purple law deck itself. I played into it quite a bit though, just because our locals did have a few players like this. Looks like we're at our 7-Dawn turn. We don't have the Luffy, so we're just gonna start swinging out here, just try and mill out some cards. We'll probably save the brook so we can kind of flood board more. We also have the law, which we can attach 2 Dawn to, swing out, and then pop a 3 cost. But it looks like I am going to be using 4 Dawn, or saving 4 Dawn there, just to make sure we can play that brook. It could be a brook into Uta, it could be a brook into Nami, but most likely into the Uta, just so we have a little more defense here. Nope, looks like we're gonna play aggressive and just go for the Nami search with that also. Just because normally I would attach 2, but it looks like we don't swing. We just use the law ability and pop the Uta. Very efficient with the Dawn there. Very powerful. A lot of decks now don't really run the 2-cost law, but I do like it because you're able to do that kind of swap and get that extra search with the Nami also. Looks like another blocker is placed down here. Beppo swinging to Usopp. We're countering out with the law, which we just returned from the board to hand, which is great because we're getting such great value on this. Looks like Atama is popping Nami down, and then law ability is going to be used here and bottom deck the Nami. Yeah, and here comes the killer, the kid and killer combination with an extra rush. Very aggressive play with the red purple law currently. So he'll be able to rush, he'll be able to kind of swing in and clear my board out a little with that Usopp. Still has a Dawn available, most likely attaching it to probably kid killer and or even swing one of the blockers. Just depends on how aggressively he wants to play. It's probably considering, yep, he's gonna swing out with one of the kids. I'll most likely take this just because I still have a lot of life. Killer swing, we'll block it out with easy with the law counter 1k. At the 9-Dawn turn, we're gonna be searching, see if we can get any good combination going. We only can grab that Nami, so at this point we can either play the kid into a 3-cost. We do have a blocker down already, or we can go aggressive and just pop that Nami with it. Looks like we're swinging out to see what my opponent's doing. Try and mill some cards. We're most likely will be running that kid into Usopp or Nami here. Oh, into a blocker. There you go. Attach, force taunt. So now everything is kind of tauntable to kid here. I do have 2 blockers left, 3 life. This game, I think I did do some misplays on it, but we'll just keep watching and see what happens here. So it looks like we're getting 4 Dawn attached to the kid, swinging to the kid taunt, using Bruno to block it out just because I don't have the counter to do so. He'll be able to once again swing at kid for a minimum of 8 with 4 Dawn still. Yeah, it looks like let's see what he does here. I do have that blocker. Technically, he can use the law ability to bottom deck that also, which can be problematic. does have to commit quite a bit of Dawn here. There is 4 Dawn active, even attaching to the Killer Kid. That won't be enough to really go through Kid, especially with the Uta blocker there. Rappo is swinging 9. Dawn, the rest of the Dawn was attached there. We do use the blocker. I think that's all he can really do here. Oh, he's gonna return Brook too, it seems, and or put in a rusher down maybe. Oh, puts up a Law, 2 cards in hand still. And he will get that Kid down because I don't have the counter for this, which is fine. Going for that Brook too. I will save that just so I have an extra swinger. 2 cards in hand, 2 life. Ooh, he does get that Brook also. All right, so I think we're pretty stuck here running the Luffy. We'll probably have to attach 2 to 3, try to clear out board a little, or go for face here and then drop the Luffy, hoping for another blocker here. Yeah, we should be able to kill one of these kid blockers, unless he's going to commit both of his cards to this, which most likely is not the choice. No, he does. All right, has nothing left, but I don't have any characters, so we'll be popping the Luffy here instead. So the misplay would be swinging 7 maybe, and then doing a search and getting an extra card off of Nami. So that, I think I was just rushing a little bit there, but that is definitely a misplay. An extra card in hand would be great. Looks like I'm taking the hit, getting another 2k Sanji, which is great. Law is going to be swinging for 7. I'll most likely take this hit also. Gives me 5 counter in hand. So I think I would normally block this, but if I recall, I did misplay here. I should have just let the Luffy die. I think I just mapped it out a little incorrectly here. Now we take the hit, looking for that extra counter. The opponent has the leader swing still, and then there are 2 blockers. I do have a lot of counter, but I think this is where I misplayed here. I saved the Luffy. No, we counter out, which is fine. This is where we messed up here. We definitely have to block, and then we shouldn't have countered. The main thing is I thought Beppo could only swing for 5, but he does use the leader ability, and I think pulling our rusher out of it, which is 2 more done. So yeah, slight misplay there. Pretty close matchup, but it was the first matchup of the night. We do end up playing a few games here, so we'll keep going through it. But yeah, very close game. 2 misplays on my side there, but it's all right. We get another shot at this. So we are mulliganing. Mihawks are great to start with. New Genesis is also a very powerful card. I generally don't use New Genesis early on, just because it kind of bottom decks your high end pretty quickly. But since we had nothing else to play, I think we just go ahead and try to build a combination here. Always needs to pick up the invincibles, especially since the deck profile generally only runs 3, and you'll need at least 2 or 3 to kind of finish off the game here. Usopp is dropped just to build that board presence a little. Otama is played, and was the Soraya, the Shovelman. Law ability is used and is clearing my board pretty quickly. Swinging to face, I'll generally take these for a couple hits. Pulling a Kid, we have a Brook, so we are able to build that Mihawk Brook combination. Another high end would be nice here, so we'll most likely just bait it out, get that 6 in, and try to get more value out of this. We can just run the Brook, but I think we're saving one extra Dawn just in case we pull a Nami to do a combination for the search here. So blocked and counter, but we do run the Mihawk Brook Uta combination there. One extra Don because we didn't find that Nami, but that's all right. We still got our value off of that because he did take the hit either way. So we do have him swinging his Shovel Man to Brook. We are gonna counter it out just because I want to keep that pressure up on him. Okay, we may let that go just because leader ability, he would probably just use his leader anyways to swing next. So we do want to take a hit to get another card so we can build another combination. So right now he's considering what to do. Just a regular 5 swing. Most likely we'll just take this hit here. We do pull a Luffy. We are at 5 Dawn, so that does build our combination here. Kind of pairs well going into a Kid in the late end here. So we're most likely going to play the Luffy into the Sanji. Okay, yep, 7 Dawn. Nothing else to really swing, so we'll just end up deploying here. We can probably swing the Mihawk. No, there's not really much you can swing here. We just play the Luffy into the Sanji most likely, just because we do have that blocker. We'll try to mill out some cards here. I think we can maybe mill out 1 card, unless he just lets it go through. Okay, he does counter, and we do run the Luffy Sanji combination here, which is such a powerful card. Attaching 1 Dawn to Sanji will then allow him to activate his second ability. For every 3 rested Dawn on field, he gains a attack power. So running Kid or even the Zoro card in the next turns will generally add up to 2 to 3 attack power. So 7 to face. We may take this one, considering if we want to block or not, but we do take it. Pull a Sanji 2k. Five to face. Most likely easy block. Yep, or just counter with a Uta, that's fine. 1k. And Killer Kid combination again here. I don't think he uses leader ability yet, so that is a consideration. We will just block with the Uta, leaving up a Luffy for a free block, and we still have that Sanji to counter out also. Block that out. Got leaving looks like Beppo and probably leader swing. Using leader ability, does he pull another rusher? Yep, another Killer Kid, or Kid Killer. We most likely will probably just have to take this hit or just counter it out, just because we are running low on life there. Looks like we did take the life and we did get our Kid. We do need to counter this one out because he still has 1 rusher and he would have finished us off with a 7 for sure. At this point, I think he went pretty much all in with such a low card count. I think I just swing out and just double invincible at this point. Okay, let's see if he has a 1k. He does commit his 2k counter. So at this point, I can swing pretty low and then just kind of mill out the cards here. I need to get 5 hits to go through. Or 4 hits to go through. We do have double invincible, so that's 3 plus a couple other ones there, so we should be able to take this one up. Just double up each time here will essentially allow us to just mill out those extra cards, and then just I'm invincible out. And if he has it. If he has all counter, then he definitely wins. But it looks like he would have to have at least 2Ks, and he does not have those. So that is match 2. We go at it again. Here we go. Yeah, definitely mulliganing that. This was a much better opening hand. We have our Law play, which is great. That's a great opener. We have our Brook, so if you can find a Mihawk, it's going to be a very, very powerful second turn here. Or we just Nami up. Did get a back light from draw. Probably consideration if I want to... I'm probably just going to run the Nami, honestly. Swing again with the Law card here. 5 swing. Are we gonna search for Usopp or something else? Yes. But with this one, we take the Usopp. We will swing with Law, and then we use Law ability to pull out another Usopp. Yep, definitely want the Usopp down. Nami will automatically get taken away, so we do want to get at least one search off of her. Mind you, Usopp is in the same position where Law could just use his ability and clear it out, but which is fine. Our board presence is a little weak right now, but we do have many cards in hand to build good combinations. Okay, Raise Mac is play, popped in -3. That means the Law ability is coming and he is getting bottom decked. And our board is clear again. But it's okay, we have a pretty good turn coming up. Most likely a Brook into a Nami into a Searcher. We'll most likely take this hit just for the extra cards. No, we do counter it out just because we don't have much of a board. Fair enough. Okay, Uta swing, draw the card. New Genesis, great. Free search is a free search. We may consider backlighting and just... No, we'll probably just do a combination and search it out here. I'm invincible most likely, yep. Building a bit of a board here. Have a couple Brooks ready for more Nami, so we can definitely flood the board a bit here. He does play the blocker Kid. Kind of a troublesome board right now, honestly. With blocker, Bonclave, is that Mr. 2? Can't quite see, but it's alright. Reiju gets countered out. Leader swing also for 5 we take, and then he probably... Oh, he passes, alright. So we can build a combination here. We can find Luffy. We are forced to take a Nami. We'll search again here. Chopper 2K is always strong. And since we were unable to find that Luffy, unless we can find it here with this new Genesis, we may just swing out and play a Brook into a Searcher. Yeah, we're kind of forced to take Sanji here. So no Luffy play, but we'll probably save 4 Dawn or 5 Dawn to play the Brook Nami to get in our card out hand. So that leaves us with 2 Dawn to play with. We'll swing into the Reiju, trying to mill out some cards here. It does use the free block, and since he does, we just will pop it with backlight and just clear that out of the way. We play the Brook into the Nami into search, leaving us with 1 leader swing, either into Reiju to mill out 1 more card. He blocks and counters. Same thing, I guess. It restands either way. Alright, so we do have a good amount of 2Ks here. It looks like we have 3 2Ks, 2 Sanjis, 1 Chopper, double blocker Bruno with a Nami and an Invincible. Pretty strong hand right here. Our opponent has 4 cards also. Looks like he's drawing 2 with Reiju again. Swings into Nami, will most likely will counter this out. Toss out the Uta over the Bruno just because it's 1 Dawn cheaper and it's a blocker either way, but it looks like we're tossing that Bruno also. Zoro Rusher 2 into Nami. We will save Nami. setting it to face, and we'll take the hits just because we do have a good bit of life, and then we do have some counter left here. What a strong combination here. Very, very powerful Zerg styles with the red purple law, kid killer running in, taking out a Nami. All right, we do have that Luffy combination that we can run here. Let's swing out and see what he does. Try to burn down some of those cards, and or see if we can go for fatal here. Takes the hit. Send it again. No search. We'll save all that done. Most likely we will have to pop. Most likely have to pop the Luffy and just block her up here. Probably considering using 3 or 2 Dawn, or try to clear some board here. We do use 2 Dawn. 1 Dawn even. Definitely 2. All right. In case we run that Searcher Nami instead. Yeah, I think we just Luffy and block her up. We did have that extra Dawn in case we want to run the Nami, but yeah. The red purple law is definitely very, very aggressive, especially with the being able to swap, but he did run 2 kid killers already, so the probability is pretty low that he'll have more. The deck size at this point should probably around the 27-25 mark, so halfway through. We do counter out most of these attacks here. I'll take that one and pull another Sanji blocker. He still has another kid killer. Jeez. Alright, so we block this one out. He has 3 hits to get through. He still has his law and a Reiju here, swinging in for 5. We counter that out. Still 2 swings left with a total of 2 Dawn. Swings for 5, and luckily we do have enough counter. I think I even countered that just because I wasn't too sure what the exact curve is for the red purple law, but we do have our blocker Luffy left and another life, so even if he swings with leader here, I'll be able to block it out and or have 1 life left if he's doing another Zoro or kid killer rusher. Pops a Gordon, and I think he just clears out my Luffy here. I think we just take the hit. If we take the hit, even if we rush, we have Luffy, but I guess it's the same thing. If we give up Luffy, he probably will not. Oh, he did have rusher, so yeah, same thing. Even if it hits us here, we have 1 card left, or 1 life left. He's trying to clear board with it, which I have to give. But with Brook, with no cards in hand, this should be pretty easy. Even swing out 1, even if he got that counter, it doesn't matter because we do have I'm invincible. Can even just swing empty and then restands. There we go. I'm invincible. That should be a GG. All right, we hit it again, I think, here. These have been pretty close and good matchups. Kind of gives you the idea, the play style of this Zerg style Uta with the law cards in there with the Zoro. I don't think we played the Zoro yet. Zoro's kind of difficult with this matchup, being that's the red purple law kind of very aggressive here. But you guys do see how to kind of use that 2 cost law a little easier. Very versatile. Okay, for Dawn turn here, we do just hits and most likely run an Usopp just to get board presence here. Try and get that extra card from the ability from the leader there. We do counter. Most likely take the hits and or counter this one. It's not too bad. Probably take the hit for sure. Try to build up that combination. Looks like we do have a Luffy Brook Uta combination setting up here. I rarely do run that combination anymore just because it is a lot of Dawn commitment. We generally will run the 7-drop Luffy into Uta near the 7-8 Dawn turn, just so we can build up a protective barrier for our blocker kid or fortress kid. Okay, so we do swing into Beppo here with 5 Dawn left. And then I think we're searching for like a Nami here, but we'll probably just end up taking a Brook. And then Brook into Usopp is most likely. Just get a little board presence back in. Yeah, red purple law is definitely a bit scarier to face. I haven't done it too much. We do have 1 or 2 players at locals playing red purple law, so I do have a bit of experience with it. But you just kind of play what comes at you, right? So okay, we do block this out. We want to kind of save life here. He is milling through a lot of our cards. Yeah, we just go ahead and block it all out. Pops the Asanji. Okay, so we are most likely gonna run the Luffy combination here. We'll swing out and see what he does here. Try and mill some of those cards out, dropping Luffy into Sanji most likely. Oh, we'll just go ahead and flood the board and take the search. Pull a 2k off of that chopper. We even out the board pretty quickly, but our red purple law still has the card advantage here. Looks like about to swing Beppo. Right to face. We'll take the hits just because we don't want to show our opponent that we only have 2Ks. We do take this hit too, most likely. Yep, another 2K. We're getting pretty good, lucky with the 2Ks off our life here. Reiju for 6. We will counter, leaving just the law leader and then maybe a kid killer rusher or Zoro. Block out, most easy. And pop the Nami most likely. Kid killer rusher. This man's finding that all the time. Yeah, we do counter this out in case he has any more trickery. But that does leave us with a new Genesis, a lot of swingers, but unfortunately no invincible. But we will swing it out and see if we can find anything. Probably have to grab the Uta. Okay, if we can swing this out, then maybe we win. Okay, he does have the counter for this. We might just have to double block her up here. We probably will swing Luffy also and then block her up and then pitch the backlight most likely. Do you find more blockers? Okay, so that leaves us with 7. Do we backlight it clear? Yep, we clear board a little. We won't be able to swing the Luffy now, but I think we just block her up hard. Just double blocker. Single blocker even. So we have 3 counter. Pretty heavy board with 2 blockers. He probably has to go for game here. He has to swing 4. He has to clear 3, swing 4. He has 2, 3. He has 2 Bepples, a Reiju, so that's some 5k swingers. He just popped the Law. Not much done, so yeah, he's just gonna block her up here. Swings Beppel. Single counter. So has another Reiju, Beppel, and leader swing to hit. With 1 Dawn, we can probably save Luffy here also. Looks like he opted to clear board instead. Swinging 6, block with Luffy. I may just give it up too, just because I don't know if he has another Killer Kid, but doesn't look like he has it. And we top deck Invincible, and that should be a GG's. Probably just forcing the hit here, forcing the block. Either way, he will have to commit both cards if he wants to save it. It has to be a 2k and 1k, which generally would be unlikely. If he blocks this, we swing for 7 again with Luffy. If he ends up countering one of these, then we just essentially invincible and we win. Looks like he's just considering what he wants to do here. Like he is committing all his counter. I think he's checking my trash to see how many invincibles I had, but yeah, we have 1 in hand. But yeah, that should be pretty much GG's. Just wing 1 out for the search, and he's forced to take that hits, and then we can attach all to Luffy and or just on invincible, and that is game. Yep, just swinging 6 is all it needs. No cards in hand, and then a solid Luffy swing, and it's GG's. But yeah, that is the Law matchup. That's kind of how you navigate it versus a Law. So hope you guys enjoy. If you guys want to see more of these type of matchups, let me know in the comments, and we'll make more of these types of videos. Take care, guys. We'll see you on the next one.